Hey everyone, Raphael over here. You guys ready? Here we go. Now I'm gonna sacrifice my DMT since it's unique. I can only have one in play. It just makes sense to sacrifice that. Turn 2. I'm also gonna sacrifice my DMT again. That's because I'm covered for T3. And at the same time, I'll like to keep my MCs and the Shriek in my hand. I did a center bomb, allowing me to draw 3 cards, while my opponent only draws 1. There you go, Brutalis goes. I'm not going to need it for my T3 or T4. I'm covered for that, very well covered. As you can see, I managed to draw my third DMT through the BS. NYM. And there goes my gargoyle. That's fine. I'm still gonna keep the pressure up with the DMT. Now, a crucial point. Now, I'm gonna sacrifice the MC right now. That's because I understand my opponent's deck. Now, he's playing with a DC deck, which means to say there is a chance that he is going to play an ally-less deck, a deck that's got no allies and relies on weapons to win, which means to say I have to keep the Shriek in my hand because I'm going to use it on his WBT, his weapon. Oh, and there you go, Lone Wolf comes out, and that's a clear indicator to me he's going to play a weapon deck with no allies. T5, there you go, the MC goes because I'm not going to need that. There you go, 2 damage. Now what I'm going to do right now is trying to keep up the momentum in terms of the damage, trying to deal to him at least 2 damage every turn. Because I've got no Sabotage in my deck, the only way I can win is to keep up the damage output. And that's the CP. Now that's not a good one because I actually dropped the I actually cast the PB in favor over the SK and the Dimension Reaper, hoping they can do some damage, but as you can see, it's not going to work out. There you go, DR goes, trying to get a good card. Let's see what we get. We got a SF, which is great. 2 damage. Now I'm wondering what card that he got through my DR. But that's fine. I'm still dealing him 4 damage a turn, at least for the next couple of turns, I hope. There you go. Here it goes. Alright, WBT. I'm pretty sure it's going to activate his ability. Is that a sync error? Are we stuck? Nope. There you go, on my DMT. And now I just switched the video to double speed because we're already done with the first few turns, the important sacrifices in terms of the resources. And there you go, removed his weapon. He's not going to be able to do any more damage to me. And I'm just going to continue to apply pressure onto him. More damage. Ooh, another one. And I've only got 2 Shriek in my hand. I'm sorry, in my deck, and I've already used 1. Now it makes perfect sense to sacrifice the CP since he's not going to have any allies in his deck. Now I'm keeping a very close watch on my resources. Now since he's not going to have any... Ooh, look at that! Bloodstone Altar! Now that would mean that his deck is not an allyless deck. There are going to be some allies in this deck. Now that changes things. Oh, that's bad. MC. That takes out my SK and deals 5 damage to me. Now I've got a bunch of SF in my hand. I've got 2, which means to say I can still keep up the pressure if I need to, alright, to do 2 damage to him per turn. Is it a sync error? Nope, he's done. Another SF. Now there's no need to sacrifice too many cards for resources, especially in this case whereby I know he's going to run a deck that's got not too many allies, which means to say he's not going to be running any Wrath of the Forest, and he's going to rely on BS for his draw if he has any. A PB that could have been mine that he took from my DR, or maybe that's just his. Now look, I lured him into a trap. I used my shadow energy in the last turn, giving him the impression that I cannot do another SF, another activation of Zal's ability, which I did, and that's cool, and I managed to remove the PB. Yep, that PB was mine. As I said, a lot of things have been said about DR, but nonetheless I still think it's the best weapon for Zal. Now what I feel about the Silver of Shadows as a weapon for Zal is that it puts Zal in a poverty mode. Alright, it removes his life, it removes his SE, which is crucial in most times to maintain control. A rabbit bite, and that's not gonna affect my PB since it went head to head with my already crippled Gargoyle. I'm gonna sacrifice the LLN. Alright, I won't need that. He's likely wouldn't want to keep the WBT in play. There you go. Now the reason why I'm keeping the Bloodstone Altar in my hand is because I'm trying to catch him off guard with it. Right? I hope to drop that card. Alright, and if my allies are injured, okay, it's gonna deal a lot more damage to him. And now he's rushing for the kill. Alright, he's trying to bring me down, but I think I've got it. Yes, I've got it. He's only got 13 life left, and if I'm not wrong, I should be able to deal 13 damage to him. Quick check on my allies. There you go, 2 and 4, and a 3 with the SF. There you go. Quick check. That's 4. Oh yeah, there we go. It's a GG for him. I take 1 damage from MD. Yay! 2, 1. GG.